We have learned passé composé with avoir.
So basically, we have subject, right? Subject or subject pronoun. Then we have auxiliary verb, right?
Auxiliary verb, which
Could
we have
be
learned so far,
avoir,
avoir,
or it could be être, but we have only
être,
yeah.
and then the past participle of the verb.
Actual verb which we want to use. Okay, and we learned how to construct a past participle, right? By the way, this is in present tense. Okay, for passé composé, this is in present tense. The conjugation of auxiliary verb. Past participle, we learned few rules. So for regular er ending verbs, what do we do?
We drop the R and put an extra
Aigu,
on.
right? For regular er ending verbs,
we drop the R.
So choisi for choisir, right? And for regular re ending verbs,
we drop the RE and put U.
For you, entendu?
Yeah, or one do.
Yeah. I see that we have been able to assemble almost 28 irregular verbs and their participles, which is great. How do we pronounce this? We've, past participle.
The Q.
Nice. How would you pronounce this one?
Eta.
Eta with nasal a.
Resu.
No, it's rasu. This one is good. Who added this one? Rohit. Nice. Prevenir is to warn. Nice. It's also to alert. View the new. So we have a nice, nice document to fall back on when you guys need to revise a couple of months before the exam. So we're gonna do passé composé avec être. So this is the second auxiliary verb that we used for passé composé. Avoir is used majorly with most of the verbs, but with certain verbs we use être. There are about 15 to 20 verbs where we use être instead of avoir.
I think it's 17 verbs.
Okay, wow, bingo. So, so generally these are called as movement verbs. Okay, most of them are related to some sort of physical movement. For example, aller is to go, venir is to come, retourner to return, okay, or entrer is to enter. Then I can rentrer is to re-enter. Few more are descendre is to descend, come down. Two more is a movement in the world like naître and mourir, which is to be born and to die. So it's like तुम दुनिया में आए ना, तो मूवमेंट था ना कुछ, तो किसी चीज का मूवमेंट हुआ तभी तुम दुनिया में आए, तो वो दो इसमें आते हैं. वनीर फैमिली में एक और आ जाता है द वनीर, which is not exactly kind of movement, but it is a kind of movement, right? You become poet for a girl, so you basically move your thoughts and fingers and whatever. So you need to find a way to remember these. One way is to practice. So most of these verbs are quite commonly used verbs, so you will eventually get used to which one to use with être. But if not, then you can use this as a what you would say hint, movement verbs. The point here is you can club them together to remember them, like Vanir family, then Entre family.
Pati.
Yes, sortir is correct. Sortir and partir. Yeah. This is again like going out, right? Or to leave. So movement verbs. Okay. As I said, I don't remember them. Like I never ratified them. If you do, good. If not, वो practice से आ जाता है. You see, so there is a list, but I don't like this way. I don't like it to list like that. So when you create notes for this, always club them, like club vanir and ravanir, or the vanir and ravanir together, right? Muhir and netra together. Then club monte and descendre together, right? Then arriver, sortir, partir. So you get the idea, right? You have to form some groups in which you can remember them easily. Reste and tombe. Tombe is to fall, reste is to like just stay, to stay back or stay, right? आज रात यही रुक जाओ, हिंदी पिक्चर का कॉमन डायलॉग. Tombe is a movement, right? You fall down. So that's there. So yeah, there are like 17 as Kavija said. I don't know the exact number, kabhi gina nahi, but round about 15 to 20 there are. Okay. And pretty easy to remember, more or less. Within like few weeks, it should be okay for you. Like, it's okay. You will miss few of them, few times, but that's okay. One more thing that we need to understand here, when you're using être as auxiliary verb, past participle must match in gender and in number with the subject. Okay, this is a slightly different. In case of avoir, we were changing the past participle so that it would match in gender and number with direct object pronoun.
Yeah, that was the only case where you need to change it.
Right. But here, when you use être as auxiliary verb, you must change your past participle to match its gender and number with the subject. Okay, so remember that. That's a slight difference. So, for example, je suis allé au cinéma. Now, because I'm masculine person, I used this. If this was Opal, she would have said je suis allé with an extra e and the same sentence. Je suis allé au cinéma hier soir. Because now, because you are using être as your auxiliary verb, your past participle must match in gender and number with the subject. In this case, the subject is je, but because Opal is referring to herself with this, it's feminine singular, so you have to add an extra o. Is that clear? So
Yes.
this is one more slippery turf. Most of the time people don't remember that they have to go with être for this verb, and even if you remember that, people miss out on matching the gender and number of the past participle with the subject. So that this is a definite mistake point that happens, and that's okay. You will commit this mistake in the beginning, but you just have to, pay attention to it. This is short. Yeah.
There is no difference in pronunciation, right?
No difference in pronunciation. Exactly the same.
Okay.
Yeah, because you are already stressing on sound of A because of accent aigu, right? So it's not possible to make any change in pronunciation after that. Let's take another example. Opal, how would you say we went to the cinema last night? Nous sommes allés. Now, like, अगर तुम और मैं गए थे तो सिर्फ S. अगर तुम और तुम्हारी girlfriend गई थी तो ES. So basically you have to match your past participle with the gender and number of the subject. Now nous could be two things, right? Nous could be, it's a one male and one female, stuff like that. Then in that case it becomes masculine plural. So you just have to add extra S. If nous is two girls or two women, then you have to add an extra E and extra S. Is that correct?
Oui.
Okay. You can see this couple of examples here. Elle est arrivée en retard. Elle est arrivée en retard. But you can spot this extra E or extra E en français because of the subject being elle. Ils sont nés en Belgique. This is third person plural. So, né, right? So this is the participle is né. You have added an extra S. Ils sont nés en Belgique. Elles sont nées, extra E and extra S, en Belgique.
La voiture est
Tombée.
tombée.
Panne. Près de Marie. Is that correct now?
Yes.
You missed an extra E, Kavija.
Oh, because of its female, right?
Yeah, not. It's la voiture, subject.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that's how you lost your chance to ITA by 1 CRS point.